about the people that you love the most. How do you feel when they show that love back to you? When they tell you they love you, or when they show you in their actions, or they give you a gift, they give you a hug, whatever it is that says I love you to you, how do you feel? How do you feel when you look at yourself in the mirror, and if you were to say I love you to yourself, would you feel the same way as if someone else says it to you? Or would you think, you're lying, you don't really love me? Would you even be able to say it? That was a task, a challenge that I took on a couple of years ago. I tried that, and oh, it was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever done in my life, was to look myself in the mirror and say I love you. It was so unbelievably hard, and it made me cry for an unbelievably long time because one, I cry easily, and two, it's so sad. It's so sad to think that you can't look yourself in the mirror and say I love you. You can say I love you to other people, but not to yourself. That's not okay. This isn't good. We need to fix it. So when I was a teenager, I was suicidally depressed. I hated everything about myself, or so I thought. And I had many experiences where I came face to face with this idea of, yeah, you're gonna have to deal with life, and it's too hard for the people that you would leave behind, and you can't really do that to them. That's not in your nature. And so I had to learn to love myself so that I could continue with life, and I could learn to change things for myself and for the people that I cared about the most. And that was probably the hardest thing I've ever done, was to learn, just first of all, to like myself, and then to love myself. And at one point I had a very dear friend who said to me, you should never not be confident. And those words really resonated with me. We should always love ourselves. And I want to share with you, because I know that so many people struggle with the same thing, to love themselves, not to be conceited or to think that we're the best thing ever, but just to love what's already awesome about ourselves. It's so hard. So how do we actually do it? We're going to talk about in this challenge that'll start in a few days. So be sure to click the link in the description so you can join that group. We're not just going to talk about why it's important and tell a bunch of stories and then that's it. No, we're going to talk about how you can actually start to develop that love for yourself. What are the little things that you can do every day? What are the changes you need to make? What action can you actually take to start to develop those feelings and to get rid of that self-loathing, or even just that, yeah, I don't really like myself very much. That's not good either. We need to be more balanced. So how do we actually do that? What are the tools and the tips and the tricks and the techniques? And then how do we set ourselves up for success so that we can maintain that when things come up, which they will, that say, I think you were wrong. Maybe you really aren't so awesome. What do we do when that happens? We're going to go over all of that. And it's all going to be free all the time, because this to me is something that we shouldn't have to pay. This is just life. This is what we should already know. This is what we should have been taught from the beginning, and everybody deserves to know this, and how to make sure that we keep it, or that we can reset ourselves, and so that we can teach our kids, yes, to be able to love themselves to an appropriate amount, so that the love that they give to other people is even better, so that the love they receive, the love that they will accept, is the best, because that's what we want for them. It's also what we should want for ourselves. So click the link, join the group, and I will see you in the challenge. I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you so much for watching through the video and for joining. I can't wait to get started. See you.